What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so LeBron, Ramon James, of course, the paid and bought off pundits out there, people like Kendrick Perkins and Nick Wright and Shannon Sharp and others, they love to tell us how he is the all-time leading scorer. They'll say he passed up Mike 10 years ago. They'll say all this stupid shit, right? They'll talk about all of his cumulative numbers. And I've said before, cumulative numbers do not make you a GOAT. Robert Parrish was a great, great player. Robert Parrish scored over 23,000 points and corralled more than 14,000 rebounds and well over 2,000 blocks in his NBA career. But remember, he did play 21 seasons. But his numbers are on par with those of guys like Moses Malone, Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Akeem Olajuwon, centers that he was not in the same league with. He was great, but he wasn't as great as they were peak for peak. And that's the argument that we like to make with LeBron James. He has been blessed for some reason with extreme longevity. Although a lot of us have our suspicions that a lot of it has to do with the benefits of the needle. But anyway, they don't like to talk about the fact that he's 4-6 in the NBA Finals. They don't want to talk about the fact that he is the all-time leader in missed shots and counting. They don't like to talk about how time and time again he has failed in the clutch to deliver for his teams. And here is another dubious stat that they don't want you to know about. And that is that LeBron James has scored the most points in losses in NBA history. He has scored 17,143 and counting in regular season and playoff losses. 41% of his career points have come in L's. More than 4 out of 10 games, LeBron James has registered L's. Now, when you look at that, right, you have to say to yourself, wait a minute, 41% of his points have come in L's, right? And he's not even close to the second guy, who is about 2,700 points behind him, right? You gotta say to yourself, well, wait a minute, how is it that 41% of his points have come in L's, but LeBron has won something like 60, I think it's like 64% of his career games. So why is it some of his points have come in L's? Could it be that what we've been saying all along is true? And that is, a lot of his points come when he's stat padding in losses. That would explain why LeBron, when you look at the wins and losses, has lost a little bit more than 1/3 of his career games, but his points and losses are more than 4 out of 10. So that means that he's doing a lot of stat padding in losses. And is that not what we're seeing all the time? Hence, his numbers are not as impressive as people make them out to be. But let's look at the top 10. LeBron's number 1, Kobe's number 2, Karl Malone's number 3, Kareem's number 4, Elvin Hayes is number 5, Carmelo Anthony's number 6, Wilt's number 7, the guy they called the loser, Kevin Durant's number 8, Dirk's number 9, Paul Pierce is number 10. So Michael Jordan not even in the top 10 in points and losses. He's not even in the top 15. He's number 16. He's number 16 with 12,315. He's 16th in points and losses, but he's 4th in points and wins. So what does that tell me? What my eyes have told me about watching him. Despite the fact that the media likes to call him a a shot jacker. There have been many times when I would see Jordan only really going off on the best teams. As a matter of fact, when you look at his 39 career 50-point games, including the playoffs, remember he has 8 50-point games in the playoffs, by far the most ever. Of those 39, 23 come against top 10 ranked defenses. You know, the best teams in the East or the best teams in the NBA for any given period. I mean, what's the team that he normally killed? The Cavs, the Knicks. In the 90s and late 80s and early 90s, the Cavs were a great team. And that's when he was killing them the most. Or the Knicks in the 90s. That's when he was killing them the most. Or against playoff teams. He wasn't doing the James Harden treatment, which is just beating up on bad teams. So that's why he's fourth in most points and wins, because he was doing a whole bunch of winning and doing it against top tier talent. Whereas the other guy, he's padding his numbers in losses. And we see it all the time. As a matter of fact, sometimes his stat padding causes the team to lose, as we saw in the bubble. Remember, the Lakers were supposed to sweep the Miami Heat because they were an 8th seed, I think they were. Plus, they're the 8th seed that made it to the finals. Plus, they had injuries. Plus, Jimmy Butler supposedly was, kicking it with old girl Rachel Nichols. So he was drained coming into the game. But anyway, that's just idle gossip. Point is, this guy's a loser, and this is more evidence of him being a loser. And he's now on Michael Jordan's level. And what else do I have to say? I think that's it, right? All-time leader in missed shots, all-time leader in turnovers, all-time leader in most points in the L's. I mean, what does that tell you? He's a loser. And the only reason why he has a high field goal percentage is because, he gets to commit offensive fouls and score, quote-unquote, score at the rim all the time. They're taking the big man out. You don't have to really contend against the Shaquille O'Neals and the Charles Oakley and Charles Barkley's and Ben Wallace's of the world. You don't have to do that no more. There's no resistance. There's no rim protectors. That shit's gone. And then, because you can't even stay in the paint anymore, the 3-second rule, then, it's easier to score. But anyway, that's all I got to say about it. Tell me what you guys think.